Welcome to the Mandan podcast. I'm your host, Ellen Huber, Business Development and Communications Director for the City of Mandan. This podcast is a place to hear in-depth interviews with real business owners and entrepreneurs in Mandan, North Dakota. And today we welcome Brian Masseth, a co-owner of one of Mandan's long-standing and very popular Main Street businesses, the Butcher Block. So welcome, Brian.
Well, thanks. Thanks for having me today, and glad to share our story with you.
We're looking forward to hearing all the juicy details. So to start out, can you just tell our listeners a little bit about your background?
Well, I was born and raised in Mandan. I went to school through here till I graduated. Went to college then for up at UND. And before I graduated, I had a phone call from my partner Dan saying, what are you going to do when you graduate? I said, well, I don't know yet. So when I was a senior, I worked there for a good year and a half before I went off to college, and he really wanted me to come back and manage the Butcher Block. So I did see how that was going to go, and about a year later, I bought in, and that was in '98. So it's been like 20 years already that we've been business partners, and Butcher Block was established in 1990.
So what do you think makes Butcher Block unique and that's helped it really remain viable and thrive in the face of a lot of larger competitors?
Well, I think it's the down-home atmosphere, and when people come in, we usually know their names, and, we go through a lot of products so we can keep our stuff nice and fresh. We do, daily cutting. We make our sausage. We make our own brats, our jerky. Most of the things that we do sell in the store, we've had our hands in it, so we kind of make it our own versus a lot of the big competition that everything is just kind of a national shipped-in product. So that's probably our biggest advantage is, making things our own and cutting it and, making, even deer sausage and elk sausage for people. We can put more or less pepper, garlic, whatever they want. So we kind of make it special for people, I guess. That's why they keep coming back.
Great. So how do you view Mandan as a place to do business, and how have you seen that change over the years?
Well, we've definitely seen it grow in the last 20 years. I mean, we're going from, taking buildings down almost to, to now we're building them back up, and it's even the last 5 years has really increased in businesses and improvements around Mandan, and I'm sure the next 5 years is going to be the same. So it's looking up and up for Mandan.
Well, I'm glad to hear you say that. What would you say to someone that's thinking about starting a business in Mandan?
I would say right now is a great opportunity to get in. I mean, there's still retail space available at a decent price, and we still got the city of Mandan looking to help you out, and lots of incentives out there to look for. And I think once you get customers in and you treat them right, I mean, they definitely come back, and it seems like they're pretty loyal in Mandan.
What kind of a trade area do your customers come from?
Well, definitely Mandan, Bismarck for sure, but we've gotten a lot of people from the Dickinson area and the Elgin, New Leipzig, even from Minot. A lot of people come around because I think we've been around for a while, and our name is out there, and hopefully it is a good name, so they stop in. They always hear good things about us, so we probably draw a good 100 to 200 mile radius of people coming through.
Well, I have a uncle that likes that German, is it the Hova? Is that, how do you say it? Hova? Yes. When he comes from Kansas, he's always seeking that out.
Yes, there's certain people that love the Hova, and they even buy a whole block of it, so it'll last them a while.
Sure. So in terms of kind of, getting into business for yourself and becoming a partner in the business, what was your major in college, and did you see that taking into business ownership?
Well, I took up business management, so hopefully it did help a little bit, and I believe it did, and I started with accounting, so it's amazing how much of that you actually do use, and, you're figuring out profit percentages and all that stuff, so it does come into play. So, yeah, I'm glad I definitely went after college. I think it really did help.
Are there things that you've found as business owners that you outsource or, for example, payroll or any of that type of thing? Or are you able to accomplish everything in-house?
Yeah, we used to do our payroll ourselves, but after we got so many people on board, it just took way too long. So we do outsourcing of the payroll.
Would that be the only example of an outsourced item? Are you able to accomplish everything else
We
between
do
yourselves?
everything else pretty much in-house. Yeah, that's about the only thing we outsource.
Well, you've got a good team put together
We try.
then. Yeah, absolutely. Well, Brian, I know that Butcher Block Meats is very involved in the community in a number of aspects. Can you share with our listeners some of the ways that you've chosen to give back to the community and why you think that's important?
Well, I think you got to give back to the community that's helped you out. So we do a lot of donation requests, sausage, hamburger for anybody who's doing a benefit, and also like the 4th of July parade. We like to have a nice float, which I think we've won quite a few years we've been in it.
I think it's always a crowd favorite.
And I think hopefully we can do it again this year. But we always try to give back to Mandan and support what we do. We did the Grill Fest and things like that to help out too.
And so Mandan is really known for its events, things from Buggies and Blues to Rodeo Days and the Independence Day Parade and more. And so are those helpful to you as a business?
Yes, it draws a lot of people to town, and every time there's more people in town, obviously it's opportunity for people to stop and grab some goodies from us. And sometimes we're helping them out too with doing some hamburgers or some sausage form or something like that too. So it's kind of good. It's a good give and take, I think, between the community and us.
Where and how can people best connect with Butcher Block?
Well, we have our website, butcherblockmeats.net, and we have a Facebook page and Twitter. And then every week, Wednesday in the Bismarck Tribune, we're always in the food section. So we always have our specials run from a Wednesday to a Tuesday. So that's how you can always find us or drive by, and we have our specials posted in the store also.
Okay, and your location on Main Street for anyone who's not familiar with Main Street, Mandan?
We are at 10 West Main Street, Mandan.
Okay, and from my perspective, it's the place where the demand is greatest for parking, and so as we try to balance and make parking convenient for the customers and find other reasonable places for employees and residents of the area to park, it's kind of the hot spot.
Exactly. We're very lucky. We do have a parking in the back of the store, so we're very lucky to have a parking lot back there, plus the front. So we're one of the lucky ones, I believe, for now.
Are there any things that you would like to wave your magic wand and see accomplished in Mandan to help continue to foster the growth of businesses such as yours?
Well, it's been doing great with coming with new restaurants. They're opening. There's new businesses open every day, so it's been good. And it's just nice to see, more and more businesses taking over the storefronts and redoing their storefronts. And Mandan's looking really nice. And I think the next 5 to 10 years, it's going to be look even nicer.
Well, we sure appreciate your and Dan's role in being a part of that and a mainstay business on Main Street in Mandan, and hope that we have that challenge of finding you a bigger space in Mandan to operate at some point.
That would be nice. We appreciate everybody that's shopped in the store for all these years, and hopefully we can keep it up for many more years to come.
Thanks for listening to this episode of the Made in Mandan podcast. If you'd like to hear more, subscribe for new episodes and connect with us online at City of Mandan and Made in Mandan on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and Instagram. And for more information on starting your business in Mandan, visit cityofmandan.com/business. I'll catch you next time as we talk with another entrepreneur from where the West begins on the Made in Mandan podcast.